Once again, Namaste. I am Daksh. I'm the founder of Blub World magazine. Blub World is a magazine that focuses on finding teenagers who are doing inspiring work in their life and sharing their inspiration with other teens. To put it in one statement, it's teens inspiring teens. So, till date, we have covered nearly 300 such teenagers from across the globe. And from time to time, we try to create industry white papers focused on K-12 education sector, which is typically schools. And since the lockdown began, we started an activity to create a platform where school leaders can come in and share their ideas, their understanding, their analysis, their observation on how is education changing and how will it change post this lockdown. And I'm very happy to tell all of you and inform that today I am welcoming you all to the Blub World's Web Talks 55th episode. We have completed 54 episodes till now, and more than 600 school leaders have participated till date on this platform from 70 plus geographies from across the world and shared their opinions, ideas, thoughts, innovation on school education. And today we are here to discuss a topic which has a manifold meaning in the education sector. To introduce the topic right now is tech really teaching? So this topic actually, in a way, a lot of people get offended by this, and it is in a way, irrelevant. But that's the way, quirky way, the questions should be in a platform like this, because we want to know what do you think on all the aspects of this very simple line. So to keep expound it further, when we say is tech really teaching, technology at the moment in this whole ecosystem of school education is impacting at different levels. So the first thing that we want to know, that do you think technology is teaching? Second, what impact does it have on the student ecosystem? What impact does it have on the definition of a school? And the most important part of that very same question, that is technology on the path to replace schools? Is it a risk? Is it a strength? Is it a tool? Or what do you think is the capability of technology in the coming times? Because the way we understand it, after talking to so many people, technology has gone far beyond from just being a tool. Because AI, machine learning have made it more, slightly, you can say bent towards being human. So when it starts to become human, what do we actually do? Because, and why is this question very relevant on this platform, and why are we asking this to each and every educationist around, is very simple. Quoting it from the book Lateral Thinking, written by Edward de Bono, which said that society is the one that establishes ideas. Education teaches those ideas, and they both together try to improve on ideas. So this is the time that we need to improve on ideas, because the definitions of the school and the education and the teacher that we knew till date have already been obliterated. Because the kind of teacher that we have, the kind of school that we have, and the institution that we're going to open post this lockdown needs a new definition. Because just with 30% kids, the basic formula of small number of teachers handling a large number of students doesn't work. And when it doesn't work, the definition of a school doesn't exist. So let's know what all exciting ideas do you have, and what do you think on the simple little statement or a question that you can say, that is tech really teaching? And once again, welcome everybody, and thank you so much for taking out the time and being with us on the Blub World Web Talks 55th episode. Thank you so much, people, and a very, very warm welcome once again. So I hope you enjoy the next 20-30 minutes. I would now like to invite Ms. Savita Sharma, Principal and School Head for Jindal Mount Letarazi School, Sukheli, Maharashtra. Ma'am, over to you. You can unmute your audio.
Good evening, everyone. And first of all, I want to express my gratitude to Blub World and Daksh for inviting me on this platform to talk and in the galaxy of the intellectual on a very apt is tech really teaching. So before I go to the topic, we have to understand that technology was there and it is going to be there. The only thing is we have to understand its impact and what it is doing and how it has impacted the education or other field of life. Education has not only left a mark or enhanced education, but all walks of life. And we educator have understood its importance during pandemic, when suddenly we have to switch over to online classes to bridge the gap in studies. Earlier we used to say no mobile in school, and now the school is in mobile. So like we cannot deny the importance of technology in education, and students they are exposed to this technology, and there are many online portals where students they can see videos and they can improve their content. There are online tests and quiz where they can check their level of understanding. And even technology has come forward to help students with special need. There are software which help the student, as a child with vision impaired can be helped through a software which converts speech to text or text to speech. So such is the technology, and it is said that effective blending of technology in education support four key elements of learning, which is active engagement, participation in group, frequent interaction and feedback, connection to real world concept. So use of technology is there, but we have to understand that it is not complete in itself. Until unless it is blended in the curriculum and teachers they are trained to use it, it is incomplete. And there are many areas, like if we talk about the teaching values and talk about teaching skill, there it fails. So technology is an important tool, but it is incomplete without teacher. And there should not be any doubt and teacher, because there was apprehension it is going to replace teacher, and I don't think it is possible teachers are going to be there. Yes, it is an important portal, and we can continue with this because there will be more modification, it will be improved, there will be improved version, and it can be effective in teaching and learning process. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Just to sum up what all you said, we typically have to understand how tech impacts education. Online classes are typically a part of life right now. Teaching and evaluation, everything is happening online. Especially able to, absolutely being helped by tech, because बहुत सारे innovative solutions have already come into place that are helping them very easily in learning. And effective use of tech, this is something where actually the ball comes to a stop. Because when we talk of the kind of schools that we have and the kind of teachers that we have and the kind of infra that India right now sits on, the effective utilization of tech goes for a toss. For challenges that are holding education quickly adapt to the new situation that we are already right now facing. So now let's hear from the next speaker, Mrs. Nikita Kothari, Principal, Arunodaya Public School, Thane, Maharashtra. Ma'am, over to you. You can unmute your audio. Nikita Kothari, ma'am.
Oh, thank you so much for this opportunity. Good evening to all the panelists, and good evening everyone listening into this forum. I'm going to be very crisp and wonderful meeting. I think the host, yes, wonderful meeting you, and the panelists who are here speaking on your panel. I know 2-3 of them because I've been attending a lot of webinars. Yes, innovation in education, that is the need of the hour. I thank Bulb World TED Talks to give me an opportunity to share my opinion and views on innovative in education, innovation in education. There is always a saying, time changes, but actually we have to change with the time. You have to change with the time. Innovation or creativity belongs everywhere, not just in childhood games or extracurricular activities. It involves all of your senses, creates new knowledge before. Students of all ages need to learn by creating. Of course, we as educators have seen that. It helps in synthesizing information and bringing joy and meaning into their educational experience. To create an innovative, open, creative, trustworthy place for students is to grow and taking risk, they feel comfortable. I would like to state a quote over here: necessity is the mother of all invention. So if you look at the current scenario, this current scenario has brought us in this scenario. We all, we were all following some years back 150-year-old system, Gurukul system, little bit we took from there, and we were following that. But suddenly with this pandemic, we have to change ourselves. And now we are shifting to online. We have shifted to blended learning, we have shifted to hybrid learning, and believe me, teachers have taken the challenge. This is called innovation. Even the SSC board teachers who were so reluctant of using it, they are also using online classes. They are using the links. I've trained teachers. Past 3 months, I've been training my teachers for online teaching. See, every challenge is an opportunity. They say, I've been thinking about the impact of coronavirus, the kind of tools, services, there are so many ways, ma'am. I have been through various demo sessions, and we do not miss a bit in their learning. COVID-19 has brought home the reality, education technology that delivers great content and engages students and teachers, which has never been important. See, we are now reinventing education. We are now using hybrid. That is the need of the hour. Hybrid classroom. The adoption of smart classroom system by schools. This is transforming the traditional education. Viral classrooms and various online tools today allow us to make the engagement. Like, we also, this is not new. Some years back, my child is in 12th standard and they also started with it. But LMS teaching, now it is the need of the hour. With this, I would like to say virtual classrooms and various online book tools today allow us to make the engagement between the teacher, the classroom, and we can very well be in touch with all 500 people also. We have attended a lot of webinars abroad. With this, I would like to also quote one small quote. Minds are like parachute. They work best when it is open. And with this, I will end my speech. Thank you so much. I am on time. You gave me 3 minutes. I finished in 3 minutes. I did not take long. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Summing up what you said, that we're typically changing the time. Teaching to take risks is the typical content that we need right now, because a lot of teachers, a lot of schools have now to take risks and actually implement what's new. Reinventing education and hybrid classrooms. This is something that's currently being, done, happening, getting executed across schools, across cities, across the nation, globe. So just yesterday, we had the 54th session where we had the chairman for Poddar Education Network, Raghav Poddar there. We had John Gloucester, the ex-physiotherapist for the Indian cricket team. So just yesterday, we had a very nice discussion on how would sports evolve in the coming times, because we now need to even teach sports through a virtual classroom. So that's, again, something new that's coming in. So I now request the next principal, Swarna Rao ma'am, principal, Sona High School, Pune. Swarna ma'am, over to you. You can unmute your audio.
Yeah. Good evening, everybody. First of all, thanks to invite me here and give the opportunity to me here, share my words. Thanks for Blue World. And I'm from Sona English Medium School, Pune, Maharashtra, Mrs. Swarna Rao. Yes, the topic is tech is really teaching? My answer is yes, definitely technology is helping to have continuous teaching learning process mechanism is. In this pandemic period, connecting with the students and interacting with them is very necessary, and this tech plays major role in this situation. Like virus is everywhere, so social distancing is very important. Technology is not only for students, as well as it is used for other fields also, like IT cities. Nowadays, working from home, like social distancing, by using this technology, people are doing their work from home. Technology also has a positive impact in our life when we needed in education. Tech works, but not 100% like regular schools. जो regular schools में होता है, वो online studies में पूरा 100% concentrate या studies developing students. They are fed up. Like in the lockdown period, students are at home only. Nowadays, while during COVID-19, like social distancing is very important. On social media, on the FB, some like activities conducting for the students, craft, dancing. बच्चों को बोर नहीं होने के लिए तो ये activities helpful to students. Tech is really teaching students and faculty too. Due to social distance, it is safety. We can't lose our education laws. It's continuous without breakdown to studies. But some queries is there. The main is some areas there is no network area, poor area, yeah, something net problem and charging light problem. It can be used for limit hours according to the student's age and standard wise. Online classes. Everybody can't knows that how to use the handle this tech skills like. But in lockdown period, really students are fed up and too much. So thank you, my words. Thank you to giving my opportunity.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Again, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts. Students and parents are actually fatigued at this moment due to the online classes. And एक बहुत major नया factor has come into play that the whole school has actually become transparent at the moment क्योंकि हर parent हर class में घूम रहा है. So एक नया term has actually taken place that the parent has become a helicopter parent जो हर जगह drop in करता रहता है from time to time to typically comment on every single thing that's happening in every class. So this is something that's new to the school system right now, which we need to absorb now, think of new solutions that how will we actually be working on these things? Because once you are scrutinized at every level, you need to answer to that scrutiny. So how is that going to happen? So let's see. So now I'd like to invite the next speaker for today, Supriti Katkar, ma'am, principal, Radcliffe School, Thane, Mumbai. Ma'am, over to you. Today, this call is actually a majority of people coming in from Maharashtra. Normally, this call is has a variety of people coming in from all across the world. But yes, today Maharashtra leads in the talk. So, Jai Maharashtra. So, Supriti, ma'am, over to you.
Jai Maharashtra. That was a good thought to begin with. Good evening, everyone. I am honored to share a platform with such eminent personalities over here. And I thank to Blub World Web Talks for calling me to share my thoughts and, of course, form an opinion. I'm sure today's webinar is going to enrich each one of us. When I look at children, as a principal, when I look at children, I have been into this profession of teaching and being an educator for more than 20 years. So when I look at children, I find that children are born being inquisitive, energetic, passionate, motivated, fearless, thinking to do everything and nothing is impossible for them. They're very, very creative. Children can see the end product. They can try over and over again and learn through their mistakes. And for them, this is new thing happening and this is normal for them. But however, when I look at my parents, some sociologists, and even sometimes some of my teachers, they are hesitant. They are finding it difficult to introduce themselves and introduce technology in the classrooms. Often because it is of their own limitations, it is about their own misconceptions and myths that they have been, imbibing himself for so long. Studies have shown that we have experienced that when computers are located in the classroom, children's developmental gain significantly is greater than if they are going into a computer lab. Reason? More usage. Technology is part of their lives. We have smart classrooms and computers are within the classroom. They can use whenever and whichever way they want to use it. It is their environment and there's nothing special about it. As a principal, when my role comes in, I ensure that there is a high pedagogy and rigorous learning aims are maintained. And these should direct the option of material and tools. As a technology to be utilized in learning activities, whatever material is required for the technology for usage of that activity that suits that activity, let the children do it. Sometimes it is the computer which is doing the best job, and sometimes it is something else. The secret is that we understand the difference. We have to know when to use it and when to stop it. Technology itself is a very, very powerful tool. there is most of the beneficials that we have been understanding about technologies are that integrating computers in the classroom environment, using them for an ongoing curriculum. That is what we have been doing it. Applying their use in a real problems for a real purpose. That is what has gratitude to this current situation in which we all are. Technology is helping us out. So there is a gratitude coming in because we as educators, we as learning communities have grown. We have learned new methods. We have evolved new methodology. New SOPs are being created and we are changing it. We can say that the current situation, and that is only because of the technology, that we are having flawless online classes. Yes, it has been difficult. I will not say that they have not been difficult. You said there are a lot of flaws. Let me tell you, now it is flawless. We've been working since 23rd of March. So it's a long time now, and teachers cannot be learners for so long. They are quick learners, and we all have managed to come up, and we have technology by our side. Technology has been effective.
Thank you, Supriti ma'am. Actually, the time was over, but we'll try to come back to you. Really amazing thoughts. Just to sum up what all you said, that students and children are typically inquisitive and they are ready with tech because they are born with tech. They know tech. It's ingrained within them. But the real challenge or the real, the resistance comes from the parents, because the only big thing that age brings to everybody is mental blocks. Experiences right today redefined itself as mental blocks because perceptions इतने strong हो जाते हैं कि हम facts भूल जाते हैं. And उस perception के basis पे हम decisions लेने लगते हैं, which is where the problem starts happening. So, and yes, children are developing better with tech because they are tech humans right now. They know this. It's part of their brain. And एक बड़ा basic सा challenge या paradox हमेशा education के साथ रहा है कि education आगे देने वाला या educationist जो है, who is typically taking care of delivery of learning, is somebody who's taught by the last generation. He is the next generation and he has to teach the next one. So there's always a big 2-generation gap between you and the person you're teaching. और वो gap को patch कर पाना is typically very, very difficult. But yes, now there's absolutely gratitude being developed towards tech. हम tech के लिए typically schools उतने empathetic नहीं थे, but अब हो गए हैं because the new SOPs have come into place. And there's a lot of new things happening, a lot of experimentation happening, and I think this is very, very healthy. और ये होते रहना चाहिए. Because Corona right now has given us an opportunity to actually experiment. आपके पास आपके सारे बच्चे पेरेंट्स के साथ घर में हैं. You have them in a controlled atmosphere. This is the time to experiment any education pedagogy that you ever thought could work. So try to experiment and try to find observations on, did it work or did it not? Is it scalable? Can it be done better? So this is the right time to experiment. This is the time where an educationist has the responsibility to create the knowledge bank that the world would need in the future. Because this knowledge will become the basis for the future innovation. So thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing those amazing thoughts. Let's now have Ms. Danish Deva, Principal, AI Noor Global School, Srinagar, somebody from Jammu and Kashmir. A very warm welcome, ma'am. Over to you.
I would like to thank you for giving me an opportunity to share my views regarding is tech really teaching. I think we all cannot deny certain points. Out of that, one thing is the role of technology in terms of education system. We all are right now experiencing the transformational impact in teaching learning process that was long being promised to us by technology. It's not automatically bringing about long needed changes in education system, but it is also preparing us for future. When I say us, it means students, schools, administrators, and so forth. And when I say future, I mean to say technology. See, you cannot take away technology out of future. It has become a way of our life. And in future, when you deal with students, you know you are dealing with future. And when you talk about future, technology is our part and it will be a part of future as well. The kind of feedback I'm getting from parents and students, I think it's very promising. You talk about differentiation, you talk about multiple intelligence, it maximizes opportunities for learning. See, parents have become de facto tutors for their students. And one more important thing is that they are learning, students as well as parents. And let me talk about overall, we educators and all of us, we are learning specific skills which will be very helpful to us in our future. And I think it was due to technology that our teachers, administrators, and schools, they were able to ensure that the students continue to learn. But yes, it cannot replace actual classroom. That is the thing. And most important thing is that we need to know that how and when to use it. See, I think my fellow educators have already highlighted this point, that effective use of technology, that's very important. We need to know when to use it and how to use it. See, we all are right now witnessing a history. So our students are also witnessing the same. So we all will remember that when we were put to the test, we all were resourceful, we all were creative in crisis. And that's what I feel, that technology proved to be a blessing in these testing times. We explore so many things. And I think that inshallah, we will be having a bright future ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Danish ma'am. Transformation is actually now being witnessed. Education
Yes.
ecosystem is changing. Tech is synonymous with future. This is very right. हम future शब्द बोलते हैं, उसके साथ ही उसकी vocabulary के अंदर ही tech एक उसका part हो गया है.
Yes.
And yes, parents have right now become the de facto tutors, and we are right now actually living through history. ये वो period होगा when actual innovation or change in this sector will come. Just to tell you a small, ये थोड़ा सा mythological या थोड़ा सा off the reality हो सकता है, but it is actually something that we are witnessing right now. दुनिया में बहुत कम बार ऐसा होता है in globally when you get a chance to introduce something new and with so much ease. हमेशा जब दुनिया में कुछ नया लाना होता है तो उसके लिए बहुत झगड़ा करना पड़ता है. But at the moment, you don't need to fight. The only thing is you need to prove that what you're doing is good. Krishna बार बार दुनिया में नहीं आते, but this is the time that he could actually come down. So this is the time to think, to observe. And जितने भी लोग इस call पे हैं, would request everybody build a habit of writing an observation paper every evening. वो शायद रोज के जो 200-250 words आप लिखेंगे, वो दुनिया के लिए आगे आने वाला base बनेगा for knowledge. Because what you can observe right now in your ecosystem, nobody else can. And this is typically magic happening for education. So this is the time when we should actually try to experiment with change. कि क्या क्या किया जा सकता है? Because we don't know what changes everything around us. And इस समय पूरी दुनिया receptive है. If you're thinking of something, people are ready to listen to you, are ready to experiment with it. And you have the time to create a perception that people will live with for the coming generations. क्योंकि ये जो change अभी education में आएगा, ये काफी समय तक stick करेगा. So this is the time, if you are imagining anything or you have a vision, this is the time, work on it. You'll actually find a solution to it, or it might get implemented even. So try to build those observation papers every day. We are asking for observation papers from schools across the world. If you're doing something innovative, share it with us. We'll share it with a lot more schools. अभी तक के इतने talks में हमने करीबन 100-150 ऐसे ideas या innovations हैं जो हम लोगों के platforms पे available हैं, आपकी magazine में है, social media पे है, that you can actually see and experiment within your school. उसमें से कुछ scalable मिले तो बताइए, so that it can be shared with others. Because this is the time to share and grow together. क्योंकि now what we know is collaboration is easy. Tech पे सब जने हैं. Everybody can collaborate, talk to each other. So this is the time when you should do more and more and more and more. So I think everybody got a chance to speak, and we had some amazing thoughts that came in from all of you. I hope you enjoyed the last 20-30 minutes. Before this talk comes to an end, I like to leave you with just 2 or 3 thoughts. A lot of us are right now using a lot of ed tech solutions, but we all must observe and must know that most of these ed tech solutions do not solve education problems. They solve communication problems. So education problems are still there to be solved. So think on those lines, because there's where you become critical. That's what technology cannot do. The only thing that keeps you better than tech is this. So keep thinking, keep building new and new things. Because दुनिया में जितने भी talents technology छीन लेगी, वो redundant होके technology उसका job भी छीन लेगी. But what technology cannot do is being creative, being innovative, being experimental. कि आप नए नए experiments करते जाएं. So I hope you're all enjoying the lockdown, doing some amazing things at your place, in your ecosystems, in whichever way possible. Whatever great you're doing, share it with us. We're doing a small competition where we're trying to find South Asia's most innovative school. So if you're doing anything creative, share it with us. There's a cash prize to be won, and it's a free competition. Anybody can participate. The only reason to have a cash prize is so that people participate, and any small little innovation lying anywhere comes up. Just to share a small idea, there's a village called Padua in West Bengal. They don't have good internet. So one of the schools there gave a very nice assignment to their students that go and build a custom dictionary at home, add 5 new words to it every day. And once the school reopens, bring that dictionary to the school. One school in Sundarbanj in Odisha has told students to do a wisdom diary every day. Write what good and bad did you do in the whole day so that we can judge, did you actually get educated or do you have some knowledge? And there's one school in, I think, Saudi Arabia somewhere, they gave a very nice assignment by telling them to do something called Cartoon Speaks. घर पे जो भी पेपर मैगजीन कुछ भी आता है उसका कार्टून स्ट्रिप काटिए और उसके ऊपर अपना परसेप्शन लिखिए. What do you think this cartoon is trying to say? There's one school that has asked students to do a daily news report. So this is the time to actually innovate, क्योंकि जितने challenges आपके पास हैं उससे कई ज़्यादा बहुत सारे लोगों के पास हैं. So let's think and find out more and more new solutions. I hope you enjoyed the last 20-30 minutes. If you did, and if you want to participate in the future Web Talks, you can open your audio, say a big yes. And thank you so much, people, for participating in the Blub World Web Talks 55th episode. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.
Thank you, Daksh.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.